Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Personal Growth Talks podcast, the show where we talk about simple habits that make a big difference in your life. I'm your host, Henry.
And I'm Sarah, your co-host. We're so excited to have you here with us today. Whether you're on your way to work, taking a walk, or just relaxing with your headphones, we're glad you're spending time with us.
Yes, thank you for being here. So, Sarah, quick question. How much water have you had today?
Oh no, you caught me. I've only had one glass so far. Not great, right?
Not terrible, but we're going to talk about why it should probably be more. And don't worry, I've got my bottle right here. Sound effect, bottle opening. See? I'm ready.
Nice. Today's episode is all about one of the most important but often ignored habits, drinking water. Sounds simple, right? But it actually plays a huge role in your health, energy, focus, even your mood.
Exactly. And since this podcast is also for people who are learning English, we'll keep things easy to understand, speak a bit more clearly, and even explain a few useful words along the way.
So whether you're listening to practice your English or to grow as a person, or both, you're in the right place.
Stick around, because in the next 30 minutes, we're going to explore why water is basically your body's best friend, and how just drinking a bit more of it each day can change how you feel.
And don't worry, it's not just science. We'll share some funny stories, personal routines, and practical tips too. So let's dive in.
Nice one. Dive in. Water joke right at the start. You're on fire today, Sarah.
And don't worry, it's not just science. We'll share some funny stories, personal routines, and practical tips too. So let's start with the big question. Why does water matter so much? Like, what's the big deal?
Good question. And the short answer is, your body is mostly made of water. Around 60% of the human body is water. That's more than half.
Wow, that's a lot. So it's like we're basically water balloons with bones?
That's one way to put it. But yes, every part of your body needs water to work properly. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, even your skin. They all rely on water.
So it's not just about feeling thirsty?
No, not at all. Thirst is actually a late signal. Your body needs water all the time for digestion, for circulation, for regulating temperature, and even for getting rid of waste.
Like sweating and going to the bathroom, right?
Exactly. Water helps carry nutrients through your blood. It also helps flush out toxins, the bad stuff your body doesn't need.
And I've heard that water even helps with thinking and focus.
You're right. The brain is around 75% water. And if you don't drink enough, you can feel tired, moody, or even get a headache. Some people feel foggy when they're dehydrated.
Okay, let's pause for a quick vocabulary moment. Dehydrated means your body doesn't have enough water, right?
Yes, exactly. And hydrated means your body has the water it needs. So our goal is to stay hydrated every day.
Got it. So it's not just about quenching thirst. It's about helping every system in the body run smoothly.
Perfectly said. And here's a fun fact. You can survive weeks without food, but only a few days without water. That's how important it is.
That's serious. So if someone wants better skin, more energy, clearer thinking, it starts with water?
Absolutely. It's like the foundation of everything else. Before your diet, before your workouts, just get your water right first.
Okay, I'm feeling motivated already. I need to go refill my glass.
Me too. And in the next part, we're going to break it down even more. What are the exact benefits of drinking water for your body, skin, digestion, and more?
Stay with us, we're just getting started.
All right, now let's talk about the real benefits. What actually happens when we drink enough water every day?
Oh, this is the good stuff. I think people hear drink more water all the time, but they don't really know why it matters for their body.
Exactly. So let's break it down. First, hydration. That just means keeping your body filled with enough water. When you're well hydrated, your organs, like your heart, kidneys, and brain, can work properly.
And hydration isn't just for athletes, right?
Nope, everyone needs it, even if you sit at a desk all day. Your body still loses water through breathing, sweating, and going to the bathroom, even when you don't notice.
Right. And speaking of losing water, let's talk about skin health. People spend so much money on skincare, but don't realize that just drinking water can help their skin look better.
Yes, water helps keep your skin cells full and healthy. When you're dehydrated, your skin can look dry or dull. But when you drink more water, it looks fresher and brighter. It's like natural glow in a glass.
I love that. Natural glow in a glass. Okay, next, digestion. This is a big one, especially for people who feel bloated or uncomfortable after eating.
Exactly. Water helps break down food so your body can absorb nutrients. And it also helps move things along, so it's essential for preventing constipation.
Can we pause and define that for our English learners? Constipation means.
It means it's hard to go to the bathroom. Specifically, it's hard to poop. And drinking water can help prevent that.
That's super important. And honestly, nobody likes feeling that way.
Totally. Now, let's talk about one of water's biggest jobs, detox.
Ooh, yes. Detox sounds like a trendy word, but what does it really mean?
Good question. Detoxification is the process of removing waste and toxins from your body. Your liver and kidneys do most of the work, but they need water to flush everything out. Think of water as the cleaning system for your organs.
So it's like water is the helper that takes out the trash?
Exactly. Without enough water, the trash stays longer, and that can make you feel tired, sluggish, or even sick.
That's wild. Just by drinking more water, your body becomes cleaner inside.
Yep. And one more benefit, joint health. Water helps lubricate your joints. So if you've ever felt stiff or sore, staying hydrated might help.
So water is like oil for the machine?
Perfect example. Our bodies are machines, and water is the oil that keeps everything running smoothly.
Okay, let me sum that up for our listeners. Water helps with hydration, makes your skin glow, improves digestion, supports detox, and keeps your joints happy.
5 stars for that summary, Sarah.
Thanks. And remember, everyone, it's not about drinking a huge amount at once, just small, steady sips through the day.
Exactly. And coming up next, we're going to look at how water helps not just the body, but also the mind and mood. That's right. Water affects your mental health too.
So stay tuned and maybe take a sip right now while you listen.
So, we've talked about how water helps your body. But here's something many people don't realize. Water also affects your mind.
Yes, your brain loves water. In fact, your brain is mostly made of water, about 75%.
That's right. So when you're not drinking enough, your brain can't work at its best. You might feel tired, have trouble focusing, or even feel a little off.
Kind of like when you wake up and feel foggy, that can't think straight feeling.
Exactly. That's often caused by mild dehydration, and sometimes people think they need coffee or sugar, when really they just need a glass of water.
And it's not just energy. Water can also affect your mood, right?
Yes, studies show that even a small amount of dehydration can make people feel irritable or anxious.
Let's define that quickly. Irritable means you get angry or annoyed easily, and anxious means you feel worried or nervous.
Perfect. So if you're feeling stressed out, try drinking a glass of water before you react. It sounds simple, but it helps more than people think.
That's such a great tip. And what about sleep? Can water really help us sleep better?
Yes, but it's all about balance. Being well hydrated during the day helps your body relax and repair at night. But try not to drink too much right before bed, or you might wake up to use the bathroom.
Been there. Middle of the night bathroom trips are no fun.
Nope. So our tip: drink water consistently through the day and stop maybe an hour or two before bedtime.
So to recap, water helps your energy, improves focus, balances your mood, lowers stress, and supports better sleep.
That's a powerful list, and no caffeine required.
Right? Honestly, water might be the most underrated mental health tool out there.
Well said. And when we come back, we're going to look at some common mistakes people make when it comes to hydration, including some popular myths that might surprise you.
Ooh, I can't wait. Let's bust some myths next. All right, Henry, it's time to bust some myths. Because when it comes to drinking water, there's a lot of confusion out there.
Oh, yeah. And I think the biggest one we hear all the time is, you need to drink exactly 8 glasses of water a day.
Yep, that classic rule. But is it really true?
Not exactly. The 8 glasses a day idea is just a general guideline. The truth is, everyone's water needs are different.
Right. Depending on your body size, your activity level, the weather, and even what you eat.
Exactly. Some people might need more than 8, some less. The key is to listen to your body, drink when you're thirsty, and notice how you feel.
Okay, next myth. If I drink coffee or tea, it doesn't count as water. What do you say?
False! That's a big myth. Coffee and tea do contain water, so they still help with hydration.
Even though they have caffeine?
Yes, even with caffeine. While caffeine can have a mild diuretic effect, that means it makes you pee a little more. It doesn't cancel out the water you're drinking.
That's good news for all the coffee lovers out there.
Definitely. Just don't replace all your water with coffee. Balance is important.
Okay, here's another one. If I'm not thirsty, I don't need water.
This one is kind of true, but with a twist. You want your pee to be a light yellow, like pale lemonade. If it's completely clear all the time, it might mean you're overhydrated, drinking too much water too quickly.
That's a great tip. And here's one more. Clear pee means I'm healthy. What do you think?
Yes, drinking way too much water in a short time can be dangerous. It can dilute the minerals in your blood. So again, balance is key.
Wait, overhydrated? That's a thing?
Boom! Hydration myths busted! Next up, we're going to share practical tips for drinking more water, especially for busy people who forget during the day.
So let's review the myths we just busted. You don't need exactly 8 glasses. Coffee and tea do count. Don't wait until you're thirsty. And clear pee isn't always the goal.
Yes, even when we know it's important, we forget. Life gets busy. So let's talk about some simple, easy tips to help people drink more water.
If you're someone who always says, I know I should drink more water, but I forget, the next segment is for you. Okay, Henry, we've covered the science, the benefits, and we've even busted some myths. But let's be honest, a lot of people still struggle to drink enough water every day.
Start your day with water. As soon as you wake up, drink 1 glass. Your body gets dehydrated overnight, and this is like giving your system a fresh start.
Let's do it. What's your first tip?
Great habit. Tip 2. Carry a water bottle with you. When water is nearby, you're more likely to drink it. It's about making it easy.
Love that. I keep a glass on my nightstand now. It really helps.
That's a great visual reminder. Speaking of reminders, tip 3. Set alarms or use apps on your phone. You can set a gentle reminder every 2 hours. Hey, time for a sip.
Yes, I have mine with me right now, and I actually use a bottle with time markings on it, so I can see how much I should drink each hour.
Yes, some are super simple. You just tap a button every time you drink, and it helps you build the habit.
And there are even water tracking apps, right?
Great question. Tip 4. Flavor your water naturally. Add slices of lemon, cucumber, mint, or even frozen berries. It adds taste and makes it feel special.
Okay, what about people who say, but I don't like the taste of plain water?
Exactly. And tip 5. Link drinking water to a habit you already have. For example, every time you brush your teeth, drink water, or after each bathroom break.
I love putting orange slices in my water. It feels like a spa day.
Yes, that's how habits are formed. It's called habit stacking, adding a new habit to one you already do.
Ooh, so it becomes automatic, like part of your routine.
Perfect summary. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent.
All right, let me recap our top water tips. Drink water first thing in the morning, carry a water bottle with you, use reminders or an app, add flavor with fruits or herbs, link water to daily habits.
Coming up next, we'll talk about when you should drink water, like before meals, during workouts, and even while studying or working.
Totally. A little more water each day can make a big difference.
Great idea. I'll go first. So, my daily water routine is super simple. I start with a big glass of water right after I wake up. Before coffee, before anything.
So stay with us. We've got more hydration hacks coming your way. Okay, now we've shared all these tips. Let's bring it to life. Henry, how about we share our own water routines?
Exactly. Then, I usually keep a reusable water bottle on my desk while I work. I try to take a few sips every 20 to 30 minutes, especially between meetings.
Same here. It's like the first thing I do after brushing my teeth.
That's clever. And for meals, I drink a glass of water before I eat. It helps with digestion, and I don't overeat.
That's smart. I actually use a little trick. I drink a few sips every time I check my phone, which, let's be honest, is often.
What about exercise? You run sometimes, right?
Nice. For me, I always have water with meals, and I drink more if I'm eating something salty or spicy.
Same here. After a workout, water helps me recover faster.
I do. I always bring water on runs, and I drink a little before, during, and after. Otherwise, I feel super tired after.
Smart move. I do the same. Slow down in the evening, but still sip if I feel thirsty.
And at night, I slow down. I don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom, so I stop drinking a lot of water about an hour before bed.
Exactly. That's the key. Make it natural. Make it easy. A few smart routines can totally change how you feel.
So, listeners, did you notice something? Our routines aren't complicated. We're not measuring every drop. We're just adding water into our normal daily habits.
That's a great little checklist. And if you're listening, maybe take one idea and try it today. Just one.
So maybe ask yourself, can I add water when I wake up? During work? Before meals? After exercise?
Up next, we'll wrap things up with a big picture view. How water supports your long-term health and lifestyle, and why this small habit is worth keeping forever.
One small change, one glass at a time.
Yes, we want you, right now, wherever you are, to grab some water. If you have a bottle, a glass, anything nearby, pick it up.
Let's finish strong. All right, we've been talking about water this whole time, but now it's time to actually do it.
Same here. So let's make this an interactive moment. Ready?
We're doing it with you. Seriously, I've got my glass right here.
Ah, refreshing.
Okay, let's count it down together. 3, 2, 1, sip.
And maybe this is your first glass of the day, or your fifth. Either way, it's a win.
So simple, right? But that one sip means you've already taken action to take care of your body and mind today.
You deserve it. All right, Sarah, we've covered a lot today. Time to do a quick recap so our listeners can remember the most important things about drinking water.
So keep your water close as we finish the rest of today's episode, and maybe hit pause, take a few more sips, and just enjoy the moment.
Then, we shared the many benefits for the body, like better digestion, glowing skin, detoxification, and joint health.
Sounds good, Henry. So first, we talked about why water matters, how it keeps our bodies working well by hydrating our organs, skin, and joints.
We busted some common myths, like the idea that you must drink exactly 8 glasses, or that coffee doesn't count as water. Spoiler, it does.
Next, we looked at how water helps our mental and emotional health, improving energy, focus, mood, reducing stress, and supporting good sleep.
We also shared our own daily routines to give you ideas on how to fit water into your busy life.
Then we gave practical tips to drink more water, starting your day with water, carrying a bottle, using reminders, adding flavor, and linking drinking to habits you already have.
So the big takeaway? Drinking water is simple but powerful. It helps your body, your mind, and your mood.
And don't forget our interactive moment. We paused and took a sip together, because drinking water isn't just about hearing, it's about doing.
Thanks for joining us today on Personal Growth Talks podcast. Keep sipping, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.
And the best part? It doesn't have to be complicated. Just small, consistent steps each day make a big difference.
Bye! Well, Sarah, that wraps up today's episode about the amazing benefits of drinking water.
Bye, everyone.
Before we go, here's a little teaser for our next episode. We'll be talking about how to build better habits. Super helpful if you want to make positive changes in your life.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. We hope you learned something new and feel inspired to drink more water every day.
And if you enjoyed today's podcast, please leave us a review or share it with a friend. It really helps us grow.
That sounds exciting, so make sure to subscribe and don't miss it.
Remember, small steps lead to big changes. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep sipping that water.
Also, follow us on social media for daily tips and inspiration. Links are in the description. See you next time on Personal Growth Talk.